Hello YouTube. Today I've decided to make a video on an informative video on pH, especially how to raise the pH and how to maintain it there for a little longer. So since I have tested it for around 2 weeks, so today I can say that yes, instead of 1 week now my scrubber lasts up to 2 to 3 weeks as well. And before that, I'd like to give you a little update on the status of Reef. As you know that my Reef was suffering from the start of dinos, and there I got them in the initial stages. And today, if you see that there are no dinos left, uh, very only 1% might be, and 99% issues have been solved. So you say this micromosa has gone into many heads. This elegance doing fine as usual at the start of the day. This zinnia I have taken out certain heads and put into my other tank. This also growing well. This is really fluffy. This Lordacan is not growing with that fast speed, but it's very much alive at night, eating candy cans as usual. Happy. The zoas behind, you can see additional heads growing there as well. The clowns as usual is one clown is hosting on this hosted on this Gonyapora, and the other one on this green torch. So both of them rotate their places. Sometimes the other one comes here and hosts it here. Then is this also seems healthy and growing. This torch is also fine. The cloves are happy, and you can see at the base small heads are growing. The mushrooms have gone. This is 1 year old mushroom. It was nearly vanished into my previous tank because of the lack of knowledge that I had on the water chemistry, especially. And this mushroom, I can say, is the sign of your water chemistry. If it's good, they'll grow. If it's bad, they'll shrink. And this is what I believe. So the green. Um, is bird nest is doing fine, growing into multiple heads, and this is also doing fine. The snail over there is now grazing because when it was filled with dino or it had cyano, the snails were not touching it. Now this green acropora, I'm very happy. It has started off with multiple heads finally. It gave me a patience of 6 months, and it said I am not growing, but now it has started. So the only one left is now Bali Slimer, which actually grows very fast. However, here you can see the base now growing as well. So now coming over to the scrubber. So this is the soda lime, that the medical grade that I am using. I have this filter, and this is simple water filter that we use into our home. Why I have put in a hole in between at its bottom, that I'll show you next. Now, since I've used it for around 2 weeks, and I have realized that the moisture into the skimmer had this moisture. It's actually a little hot air, and when it comes into this on a recirculation mode, it comes into from here, it comes into the filter, it makes it wet. It is generally said that the moisture is good, if you can see, and there is a moisture. It says that it enhances the life of this scrubber media. But I have observed that for the first week the pH remained 8.4. The next week it started coming down, and as the moisture increased. So the reason which is given for the moisture is that moisture gets in deeper into the media, and as a result the all the media is utilized fully. Now how I do it, I'll show you in in a video made in Skipboard. This is the seal that I have used because it wasn't there. I got it spared so that it can stuck in. I think the intersurgical was still a better media, and without this cover it lasted this long. Now I'll just try to wipe it off because this is wet. The foam is fully wet at the bottom. And this is it. So I'll just wipe it off. Now before I proceed, I'll show you my previous media. So if you can see that this media was turned white like this, but it has somehow recovered. So it's not like that this media doesn't recover. It does recover. So this I'll show you how I fill it, and this one is old. This one is a new one. Just put it there. I can still add some. I can use a little more media to just add it a little more. Now it's done. So now I will there are certain videos which say that you can put in certain level of water so that it helps in gaining or capturing this moisture. Now what I have done specially to harness this or to capture excessive moisture, that I have put it into little in a way that first of all the water should enter into the side of this media and gets down into the bottom where there's a little spoon of water left, and then the air should enter from the bottom side and move upward. So that is what I am aiming for, and then from there it can get into the skimmer side back. So from here, this is basically I am showing you the recirculating procedure. where this media will be utilized less, in a way that once the skimmer utilizes this um, uh, carbon dioxide, the skimmer utilizes this, this media utilizes the carbon dioxide, on only the oxygen is part is left gets into the skimmer. The skimmer then bubbles it out, and on the way out it comes again in form of fresh air back to the skimmer cup from where this is collected here, and then it get back into this. So this is sort of a circulation media. So here, once the media cleans air for the first time, it doesn't have to clean it again and again, and so that's why it enhances its life. So the other modification that I have done is that once the water is circulated, or the air is circulated here, because of little presence of water, this water will grasp this moisture, and then the water level will increase. So in order to flush that, I have put in this RO simple, put in some glue here, silicone, drill the hole there, and then I can always, in few days time, 3 4 5 days, I can flush the water, and then I can switch it off. For that, I don't have to take out the media and expose it to the air. So this is what the design of this circulating system. So this is the intake of, actually this was fit like this, the air comes from top of this skimmer, from this hole. If you see, I have shut down all the other holes. I have shut down all the other tapes, only this hole is left. This one is for the sensor, and the air it gets from actually the skimmer cup. This air will get down to this outer edge, get to the bottom of this media, and from the bottom it will turn up and enter into this white pipe, from where it will go to the this thing. So I will show you how it should be working. So this is how I hang it here, and this is I like to seal it here, and now this intake power pump, this skimmer pump will pull the air. It will pull the air from this side it will pull the air, and as a result the air will be sucked in from the skimmer cap. It will be sucked from here inside, goes in at the base of this filter, upside again, and then leaving the moisture, as much moisture as it can, back to this base, and then again into the venturi and back to this pump. So this is the circulation procedure that I have adopted to enhance the life of this. Now there are no details regarding the effect of very high pH. So what I have done is that since I have this sensor for the filling up number one. Second, since I have this apex as well, so over the apex I have given the command of if pH is greater than 8.41, the it will shut the skimmer, and it will restart if the pH is less than 8.35, then on, then it will switch on the skimmer. So skimmer is not required to be running for 24 hours, number one. And another thing which I'm going to do is I'm also going to reduce this airflow into this skimmer, because what BRS TV has told us that there is no fun of giving more air, excessive power pump, or pulling more air into this skimmer, because that will consume the media more and rise the pH quickly. So I will also reduce this to around two lights out of 5 lights, and then I'll see how it works. So let's see. I'll turn it on and we'll see. Now this skimmer will start. Now since there are holes closed, if I shut it, the water will rise very slowly. So I have just drilled a very small hole here so that it allows water to move up. And this little hole also helps, because if this thing shuts down, then because of the air vacuum, this water will not go down. So I had to do a little small here so that this thing is so the water level is high at the moment. So I have adjusted it. It means that it is working, and now I will adjust the water level in a way that this is my sign of water level, that where I am keeping it. So I'll slowly adjust it. And here as well, I like to reduce this speed from 3 to 2. So the pumps are running at. So this is the apex, and this is my general setup. This is calc, and this is A and B. 2 parts of 2 dishes. So if you see that water level has gone down considerably, because the pump has stopped, speed has been reduced. So I'll just enhance and bring the water level to where it is, where my water level is, and this ATU doesn't work. So I think it has started working because of the water getting low. So I think this is the sweet spot. You can see half in thick bubbles and half in low bubbles. I think this should be my sweet spot of this skimmer level. Not very, this is a week's skim, and little greenish because I'm dosing vibrant these days. So tomorrow is the vibrant day, and I make another video on the vibrant. I heavily recommend it. It's some magic which it does. And then in the next video I'll show you why this cyano is there and why it should be here and not in the display. So my doser has just dosed, I think, calcium part. It's exactly at 12 p.m. So I think this is how it is. And I recommend all these YouTubers, fellows who are watching this to utilize this media. This red slime, or this I mean soda lime and intersurgical is basically costs around 5,000 to 6,000 rupees, means around 100 and around $300, you can say. And this should last around 2 months. So this is the update today. Hope you have enjoyed. And as you know, high pH means better growth, and to an extent, high pH also helps in decreasing dinos. The forum is open. Please feel free to ask as many questions and enlighten me and teach me as well. I am a student, and the aim of this video is that let this tank grow in front of you and we can share. If you have not pressed any like button or subscribe button, I think it's being very selfish of you. So you must press like and subscribe button for me to be encouraged to make such interesting videos more, and give you more content on this. So till next time, or till tomorrow, where I'll show you a video on Vibrant. Allah Hafiz. Take care.